Okay. Welcome to Up and Moving. My name is Carmen, and I'm a student in the Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology department at Michigan Tech. The goal of Up and Moving is to provide home workouts, live workouts, and recorded workouts for individuals during the pandemic to stay active and mobile at home. These can be found at upandmoving.org on our website, on our Facebook page at Up and Moving, also on YouTube at Up and Moving. Today we're going to be doing a HIIT and strength workout. For this, you could use dumbbells, you could use canned foods or boxed foods if you don't have dumbbells, and you can also use a backpack or a pole or a hockey stick through the backpack as a barbell. If you don't have anything, you could use your own body weight. So without further ado, we'll get into a warm-up. For the first exercise for our warm-up, we're going to do a light jog on the spot. So we'll do that for a minute, and then we'll move into another exercise. So we'll start the warm-up with our jog. Yeah, here I just got some chickpeas as my canned food. And box food would also work. Maybe some water bottles or detergent jugs. Anything that's got a little bit of a weight to it. So we're just trying to get our heart rate up here, get warm. Okay, for another 10 seconds. Okay, now we'll get into a jumping jack. So you could do a jumping jack step like this, or right into jumping jack like this. So we'll do this for 30 seconds. So once again, you could do this variation, side to side, getting the arms going. Okay, and we'll get into some butt kicks. So try to bring your heels towards your butt. Four, three, two, one. Okay, now we'll get into what's called the hip opener. So you're going to stand and open your hip up, and then we'll switch legs. So up, knee up, and bring it out. If you need to, you could stand and touch some furniture for some stability, or the wall, or a chair. So just try to open those hips up. Do a couple more on each side. And then we'll do the opposite, so hip closer. So you're going to bring your hip in, knee towards your midline. Once again here, you could use a chair or the wall for some stability. Do 2 more on each side. Okay. Now we'll get into some arm circles. We'll start forwards, nice and small. And then we'll gradually get a little bit bigger. And then nice and big. Nice big circles. Okay, now we'll go the opposite direction. Start nice and small. And gradually get bigger. Nice and big. Okay. We'll get into some Frankenstein kicks. So you're going to put your hands out and you're going to kick towards your hands. If you can't go all the way up, that's okay. Even here, get a little bit of a stretch on the hamstrings. A couple more. Okay, last 2 movements just to get our heart rate back up here. We're going to go knee to elbow. So here and then here. Knee to opposite elbow. So we'll do this for 30 seconds. You go as fast as you'd like here. Just nice and controlled to keep your balance. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and last one, we're going to do a light jog here again, just for 30 seconds. So I'll explain how this is going to work. We're going to do 2 strength exercises, and to make it a high intensity, for the rest, we're going to do an active rest. So we're going to do, for the example, the first circuit, it's going to be a push-up, followed by a squat. And then for the rest, we're going to do 30 seconds of jumping jacks. And then we'll get right back into the push-ups and squats. So that's how it's going to be focused. If you do need to take that rest in 30 seconds, you can quickly. Maybe grab a quick drink, catch your breath, and get back into it. So work at your own pace. Okay? All right. Should feel nice and warm. So we'll grab a quick little drink here right before we get into this. While you're taking your drink there, the push-up, we're going to do 8 to 12 reps. The first variation you could do is against the wall. You could push down and push up against the wall, or a couch or a chair. You could do it like that also. And then from the knees is an option. So chest to the ground and back up. And then there's also the full push-up. So legs straight out and then down and back up. And the second exercise is going to be a squat. So for the squat, you could do these body weight, squat down, come back up, or you could use your cans, squat down, come back up, or if you have your dumbbells, you could use your dumbbells also. So whatever you have, challenge yourself. Both exercises are 8 to 12 reps, and then we'll do jumping jacks as our 30-second rest. So let's get into our first set here. We'll start with the push-ups. So 8 to 12 reps. Ready, set, let's go. Okay. Once you're done those push-ups, we're going right into our squat. So 8 to 12 reps of the squat. Ready? Remember, if you have the weights, you could put them at your sides. And then here we go, we're gonna go into a jumping jack. So you can either do the step, or you could go into a full jumping jack, but we're gonna do this for 30 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds left. Okay, right back into our push-ups here. So I'll show you that second variation against the couch if you need to, or a chair. And we're gonna do 8 to 12 reps. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna use the cans. We're going into our squats. Here we go. Let's finish up with those squats. We're going back into the jumping jack. So if you need to, take a quick breather, but if not, challenge yourself. Remember, you could do this variation too. So we got 15 seconds left. We're into our last set of push-ups and squats. Then we'll have a little break. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, last set here. Right into our push-ups. 8 to 12 reps. Make sure you keep breathing. Okay, and then we're into our squats. 8 to 12 times. Okay. And then last one here, 30 seconds. Jumping jack. Ten seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, we'll take a quick water break here. So what we just did, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to a bent over row. So I'll use, as you're resting, I'll use the cans as an example. You're gonna hip hinge, draw the hips back towards the wall behind you. You can put your cans or dumbbells, whatever you have in front of you, and you're gonna pull up towards the ceiling or towards the sky. We're gonna do that 8 to 12 times. And then the second one is gonna be a tricep extension. So this one you could do from the ground or seated, but how this is gonna work is you're gonna be on your back. We got the cans as an example, and you're gonna have the cans beside you, come down to your ears, and you're gonna press up, just like that. So down and back up. So front view, down, back up. So you're bringing those almost as if you were gonna go behind your head and then back up. And then for our active rest, we're gonna do butt kicks for 30 seconds. So first one, we're doing that bent over row. So if you have dumbbells, canned foods, water bottles, we're gonna go into that position, bring the hips back, flat back, and then we're gonna start. We're gonna go into our 8 to 12 reps here. So here we go. Drive those elbows up. Make sure you keep breathing. Okay, we're going right into our tricep extension here. So on your back, canned foods or dumbbells, and then you're gonna drop them down towards the ground and then press up. So we're gonna do that 8 to 12 times. Some people know this as a skull crusher. It's another name for it. Make sure you keep breathing. Okay. Once you've done that, we're going right into 30 seconds of butt kicks. So bringing those heels up to your butt. Halfway there. Find this too difficult, you could do standing butt kicks. Keep the arms moving. As long as you stay moving here, that's the goal. So we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Gonna go into our second set here. So the first one is that bent over row. I'll use the dumbbells as another example. So hip hinge, butt back, back straight, and we're pulling those arms up towards your chest, 8 to 12 times. Make sure you keep breathing. Nice and controlled. And then we're going straight into our tricep extensions again. This time I'll show it with the dumbbells. So up in front of you, you're gonna drop back towards your ears, towards the ground, and you're gonna press them up. 8 to 12 times. Try not to hold the breath. Nice and controlled. Put those down, and we're going right back for 30 seconds here into those butt kicks or steps with the arms, whatever you can do to challenge yourself. If you need it, a quick break too. Take a breather for a couple seconds. We'll just try to push ourselves the best we can here. And okay, into our last set here. I'll show it with the cans again here. We're going right into the bent over row. Hips back, back straight, and we're gonna pull those elbows up 8 to 12 times. Try to squeeze your shoulder blades together at the top. And then we're going straight into those tricep extensions on the ground again. For our third set. Last time. Press your arms up. And you're dropping them down to the floor and pressing back up. Bend that elbow, press it up nice and straight. Okay. Whenever you're done there, we're going to go right into those butt kicks for the last time here for 30 seconds. Remember, if this is a little bit too hard, maybe you do the steps, butt kicks, just keep the arms moving. Okay, we're halfway there, 15 seconds. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Good job, everyone. Grab a quick drink of water. While you're taking your drink, I'll show you the last 2 exercises we're going to do. Same format. It's going to be 2 exercises. And then for the active rest this time, we're going to do what's called a squat touchdown. So what that is you're going to squat down and touch the floor, come back up, touch the floor, just like this. So left arm, touch your right toe. Right arm, left toe. So that's going to be our active rest instead of the butt kicks. So for the first exercise, this is going to be a plank push-up. So a plank, you may have heard of the exercise. You're going to be on your, if you want, hands and knees like this. And from here, you're going to go up and then back down to your elbows, up to your hands, back to your elbows. If you can do this full plank. So legs right out, down to a plank, push yourself up. Down to a plank, push yourself up. So remember, you can do it from the knees too. So here and up. So we'll do that 8 to 12 times. and then we'll do a hip thrust from the ground. So a hip thrust, you're going to have your back against the ground, lay down like this. You're going to keep your feet about 45 degrees, and then we're going to drive our hips up towards the ceiling, and then going to come back down nice and controlled, and drive our hips back up. So we're going to do those 8 to 12 times. So plank push-up, hip thrusts, and then squat touchdown is here, back up, here, back up for 30 seconds. 3 times, and then we'll get into our cool down. So we'll push yourself here. So plank push-up. Here we go, 8 to 12 times. We're gonna start. So elbows and knees, or elbows and feet, and up. Press up. Press up. The closer you keep your hands to your knees, the easier it is. So if you're in that full push-up position, that's when it's going to be the hardest. And when you're done your plank push-ups, we'll go right into those hip thrusts. If you have a weight, you could put it against your hips here. Drive it up, come back down, drive it up. You should feel it in your hamstrings and your glutes. Drive through the heels of your feet. 8 to 12 times. Nice controlled, keep breathing. If you can't go all the way up, that's okay. Just do what you can. Okay. And once you get done with those hip hinges, we're going to go right into the squat touchdown. So down, touch the ground, come back up. Touch the ground. So we're going to go for 30 seconds here. Try to stay as upright as possible when you come down. If you can't go all the way to the ground, that's okay too. You could go down, touch your knee. Whatever range of motion you could get. We'll challenge ourselves here. Okay, we've got 10 seconds. Awesome, okay. So we're gonna go back into that plank push-up. Either from the knees or full plank. So full plank. Up, press, down, up, down. Try to keep breathing. Okay. Go right into our hip hinge once you're done. So drive those hips up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Eight to 12 times. Drive through the heels of your feet. And once you're done with your hip hinges, we're going straight into that squat touchdown. So down, up, touch the ground, come back up. And try drop your back as straight as possible. A little drop down, come back up. Try not to bend at the hips too much. It's more for your legs. Okay, we got 10 seconds left. 5. Okay, great. Last one here. Okay, we're going into same thing, plank push-up. 8 to 12 times. Try to keep the core nice and tight if you can. So elbows down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Once you get done with your plank push-ups, we're doing the hip hinge, hip thrust towards the ceiling on your back. Drive those hips up, back down, up. Like I said too here, you could hold the weight or cans on your waist. If you find the body weight too easy, you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you could do that also. A couple more. Last one here, we're going straight into our squat touchdown. Once you get done with your hip hinge, once again, remember, if you can't go all the way down to the ground, just go down to where you can. If it's touching your knee, that's okay. Okay, we're halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, quick drink here, and we'll get into a nice cool down. So for the cool down, first thing we're going to do is just walking on the spot. And while we're walking here, we can get into a cross arm stretch. And we'll switch. And then we'll go overhead, just like this. Feel like your heart rates came down pretty good. You could stop with the walk, and we'll get right into the stretch. Okay. Next one we're going to do is touch your toes. So you're going to bend down, touch your toes. Nice hamstring stretch. And you go a little bit wider, reach to one side. Come back up. We'll reach to the other side. Okay. Next one, we'll do a nice knee tuck. So bring your knee up towards your chest. If you need to, you could use a chair or a couch for some stability. Bring the knee up. We're going to hold for a couple seconds and then come back down. We're going to grab the other knee, bring it up. Breath should start to calm down now. Heart rate come down. Want to bring that heart rate down before we either sit down or get on the ground. So next one we're going to do is a quad stretch. So we're going to bring your knee up. And we're going to hold that position. Then we're going to switch others to the other side. So from this side here, once again, if you need to hold on to a chair or a couch, anything to stabilize you. We'll do one more on each side. So here, hold. Okay, switch sides. Okay, now we're going to get on the floor here. We're going to go into a couple yoga poses. So the first one here, we're going to bring our hips towards the ground. So you're on your knees, your hands and knees. You're going to drop your hips and you're going to come up and look towards the ceiling or the sky. So you're going to arch your back and come up. You should feel a stretch in your front side of your abs and in your chest. Hold that for a couple seconds. And then right from here, we're going to go into a child's pose. So you're going to bring your hips back up. So hands and knees, and you're going to drop your butt down towards your feet. Stretch those arms out in front of you and drop your head down. And just let your head sink towards the floor. Maybe with your fingers, inch your arms forward. Should feel a stretch in your lats along the side of your back. Nice controlled breathing. And then from here, we're going to go back into that first one. So hands and knees. We're going to drop the hips and look up towards the sky, arch the back. Make sure you keep breathing. And then from here, last time, we're going to go back into the child's pose, drop the hips down towards your feet, sit on your feet, and drive those arms forward, drop the head, inch the arms forward as much as you can. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for coming to Up and Moving for Strength and HIIT workout. I hope you really enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. You could follow us on upandmoving.org, our Facebook page at Up and Moving, and YouTube Up and Moving. Thank you so much, and have yourself a great day.